Breathe a sigh of relief if you're living in Sydney. Got really good news here. Sellers slash big amounts off listed prices across Sydney's south and inner west. Homebuyers have been scoring killer deals. In Sydney, cooling housing market encourages sellers to accept lower prices, but some suburbs are offering more bargains than other. I just wanted to put this out there so you guys understand what's going on. Sellers have come under pressure to cut listed prices, especially in areas with high concentrated newly built homes. Exactly. Keyword, newly built. What's happened? Sydney, Brisbane, all these major cities in Australia have been, Melbourne, have been trying to build out of this problem. It's just a building. It's a supply problem. No, it's not a supply problem. It was an affordability problem, and that's what I've been saying for the last 5.5, 6 years now. Let's continue. Home buyers have been scoring some killer deals in Sydney's cooling housing market, encourages struggling sellers to accept lowball price offers. An analysis of CoreLogic data shows that vendors have been selling their homes for nearly a third below their original listing prices in pockets of Sydney and south and inner west over the past year. House hunters go to the biggest discounts of the suburb of Sutherland, where sellers dropped their original listed prices on average 30.1% of selling. It's so good that the Australian proper could now look down the end of the tunnel and see a light, that they're not being bought out anymore, that a lot of capital flows coming into the country have been stopped thanks to other countries fixing it, because your politicians in Australia did sweet F all to fix this problem but lined their pockets. The typical price adjustment was roughly $350 large. In nearby, can't even read that. Cronulla, sellers dropped their prices 10.7% to about $225,000 before exchanging contracts. That's a lot, guys. Further north in the suburbs surrounding the Sydney airport, in rapid release of new apartments onto the market gave buyers plenty properties to choose from, putting pressure on the sellers make adjustments to their listed prices. Typical buyers in suburbs of Kingsford scored detached houses for 20% below their initial asking price, while Mascot on the average the average discount was 11.1%. Temp house sellers, whoever those guys are, dropped their prices on average 8%. Their properties change hands. Home buyers also had plenty of success scoring discounts in western fringe of the inner west, where rampant unit construction put similar level of pressure on sellers to meet the market. Yes, build more! Put more on the market. It's a building issue, just like London, Ireland, and Scotland's going through right now. Watch Trends in the Housing Market Wednesday night on my channel, and I discuss how these countries are still believing there's nothing on the market. We do need to put more on the market. It's a supply issue. The biggest discounts were offered, I get that. Bondi Beach buyers nabbed the biggest average discounts in Sydney's eastern suburbs, 12.2%, equivalent to roughly $315 large. I might move there one day. And additional data from SQM Research confirmed that the price adjustments have become a growing trend among sellers. Oh, remember that video I put up a year ago? Motivated seller selling a junk tin crap. What do you call it? Tear it down. $4 million. Any option. Motivated seller. It's a piece of crap worth maybe 40 grand. And if it was in Texas, selling for $4 million. SQM Research dictator Alonso Chris said that the 28,000 old homes currently listed for sale across Sydney, nearly a fifth more than the number of the time last year. The listings increase and would ramp up competition between sellers, encouraging them to market their homes at competitive prices in order for more buyers, he said. There is a buyer interest at the moment, said Likely Sydney, and the buyers market for a full half of the year, said Mr. Christopher said. Realestate.com, let's not believe anything they say. Let's move on here and let's move on there. The median price of a Sydney home, which includes units and townhouses, fell 2.1% over the past 3 months and hit $895 large, according to CoreLogic. Guys, sit back, relax. Things are going to happen. Don't be like me. You know what I'm saying? Don't be all overexcited like me. But I'm excited for Australia. I was going to go there and run for friggin' president to fix this damn housing problem. And it looks like they looks like things are under control. The capital flows aren't coming in the country as they used to be. People aren't parking their money in Australia like they used to be. It looks like the Australian proper has a future. Please have a lot of children. Please populate the earth. Please keep the culture proud and safe, because I want to visit Australia one day and say, you know what? I love this country. And yes, comment below. Let me know what you guys think. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button.